All right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Phil from DefydeGarage. We are back here with the E90. Now today we're doing something, not really modifying the car, but it is kind of a mod. You guys will see. Let me just grab something. Okay, we have purchased the Redtiger F17 Elite 4K dash cam. Now this thing, if you've seen any Instagram reels or YouTube shorts or TikToks, whatever, you'll see that people record using this camera because it has 4K looking forward, looking to your rear, and also internal camera inside your cabin. We're gonna go ahead and install this today, but we're actually gonna hardwire it. We're not using the little 12-volt plug-in that goes in your little lighter and make it look all janky with the wire just hanging. That's how most people do it. We are actually gonna hardwire it into the vehicle. That way, no wires are seen, and then it sits right there in front of you. So, let's open this guy up. Let's just put this guy right over here. We got some tools and stuff, don't mind this, but if we open it up right here, it also has full night color. So if you want to record at night, some fun stuff, you can do that. Here, a little diagram, kind of cool paper, whatever. Manual, we'll skip that guy. Here is the camera. I believe this is the front and cabin cameras. Pretty big, honestly. If you look at it in my hand, it's right about the right size you'd want. And then we also have the rear camera. We're gonna be installing all three of these. To start off, we don't need any of this stuff. So let's put that back for now. All right, so another thing we purchased is we actually bought this Redtiger Hardwire kit. Now we already put everything out here, just kind of preparing ourselves. And as you guys can see, it has a bunch of these little bite marks. And you might say, what could this be? Well, my wife actually got really excited when she bought me this kit that for some reason started eating the bag. I'm not really sure why, but shout out my wife for buying me this camera and this kit. We'll put it to good use, and maybe we'll keep this as memorabilia. What we got in the kit is 2 bags full of different size fuses for your vehicle. Depending on what kind of car you have, you might use a different fuse. Now we need 2 of these small fuses. These are the smallest ones that come in the set. Now what we're gonna do is it comes with this. Now this is part of the hardwire kit. If you guys don't know what this is, this basically plugs in directly into your fuse box for these 2 wires right here. Now the purpose of this guy is basically you want to have it plugged into your vehicle so that the power that the cameras are taking do not cause your car battery to basically die when you leave your car off in the parking lot. When you like get home and you just leave it there, you can actually set different voltages to where if it drops below 12 volts on your battery, the power going to the cameras will cut and there will be no more power going to it to prevent your battery from draining. Now, what you're gonna wanna do, depending on the car you have, I have, as you guys see, the BMW E90, is you have to find 2 fuses that basically, you have to find 2 fuses in a location that the distance of this wire, because if you can't get this wire to the camera, power it, the front one, then it won't work. You need to find 2 powers. One is gonna be auxiliary, meaning, for those of you that might not be as educated, it means when you click the button to turn on your car, or you just give it power without hitting the brake, this will be able to have power going to it. And then we have one that's powered directly from the battery. So this has constant power. That is how the camera is able to basically utilize this hardwire kit to where it doesn't drain your battery. What we're gonna do is basically go inside the glove box and we're gonna find 2 fuses. We're gonna go find those 2 fuses we need by going into the vehicle. We're gonna take the multimeter and you're gonna hold one on negative, which could be anywhere. You could just put it on any bare metal, and then you're gonna put the other one, which is usually the red one, the positive, and you're gonna shove it where one of your open fuses are. Now, you're gonna wanna find one that has constant power. So if your car is completely off, auxiliary power is off, and you plug it in to that fuse location, you should be getting 12 volts on your multimeter. If you find a fuse that says 0 volts, and then you click to get auxiliary power and it says 12, then congrats, you found the 2 fuses you need. All I did right now is I took out this little guide. This is the fuse guide for my vehicle, but you don't really need this. You can kind of look in there. You're not going to be able to see necessarily, but so if you guys see right now, you can see all of these fuses. Now we're using small ones. If you guys see in my vehicle, there's a bunch of fuses. Now, we're gonna go ahead and test a few of them from this top area right here. And what we're basically gonna do is, like I said, you're gonna put your red positive lead from your multimeter into these spots where the fuse legs go into, and then the other one will just be touching bare metal, which for us, we're just using this guy. We need to find, like I said, 2 fuses, one that works with auxiliary power, one that's powered directly by the battery. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna see which fuses we're gonna be using, and then we can get into wiring it. I went ahead and shoved the red positive terminal right into there. As you can see, it's in one of the few small fuses right there at the top. So car's currently off. As you guys see, 0 volts. Now I'm gonna hit this guy right there. Just gonna let it sit right there. And you guys will see 0 volts. Now if we turn on auxiliary power, boom, we got 12 volts. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn off the car once again. And we're gonna try this one more time, except this time we're gonna find one fuse that works constantly from the battery. Now I'm gonna test one on this side, because my best guess is that a fuse over here, these are all auxiliary. That's just my guess, and I guessed right. And then this one is gonna be constantly powered. Now, if I touch this lead to the little spot right here, you guys will see that we should hopefully get 12 volts. And we are correct. The car's currently off. We have 12 volts. So that's perfect. Now we can get into getting our hardware and starting to hardwire the dash cam. So this paper actually ended up being more useful than not to some people. Now, if you guys have the same car as me or similar, you may have the same fuse box. Now, we ended up using fuse 9 right here, and then we are using fuse 18 right here. Now, these 2 fuses, this is auxiliary, this is constant power from the battery right there. So I guess this card could come in useful. You just have to find which ones are auxiliary, which ones are not. All right, so we got the 2 fuses here with the low extension pieces. We're gonna go ahead and plug these in. All right, so something we figured out is this is actually a double fuse. Now what that means is basically that this is a fuse and so is this. Now, for some reason, this is like put in there and you can't take it out. So if you plug this in your fuse box, it cannot be plugged in like this. It'll only work if you turn it around and plug it in like that. Each leg basically powers one of these fuses here. If you have it like this, it's gonna power this guy and it won't work. If you plug it in like this, it'll go directly to this wire and it will work because there's no fuse here. Go ahead and flip those. If you already saw earlier in the video how I did it, you're gonna wanna flip them because it won't work. We can actually go back and test them now. So I'm gonna go ahead, as you guys can see, they're flipped upside down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and plug these in and you guys should see, hopefully. We're gonna try to plug these in first. Now, go ahead and try to touch bare metal. You guys can see we got 12.4 volts. Now if I take it off the negative, gone. So we know that this is functioning the way we want it to. All right, after about 30 minutes, we have figured out we are going to route our wire here. So because this is more of a generic tutorial, I'm not showing you guys exactly just how to hardwire on an E90. You guys are gonna have to do this differently, potentially depending on your car. But we went ahead and took off this piece that goes right here, this pillar cover. We basically ran this little like tube that you guys can see through the hole that gets into here. And as you guys can see, we taped the power cable to there because we want to run it all the way around to the end point of the camera right here by hiding the wire. Same way my radar's plugged in currently. We just taped it up and let's hope this tape holds, and we're gonna go ahead and try to pull it out now slowly. Nah. All right, we just used our fishing pole to pull it through over here. It was kind of pain in the butt, but we got it. Goes all the way down. Now we can take off our tape and go ahead and start routing the wire through this area and getting it to come out down there. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this tape and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, so we're back where I got my my helper in the back. I had to put him in the back, you know. Got a little bit of invisible glass. You can't see it clearly, but it's here. We're just gonna wipe down where I'm gonna put the camera. Now, we did a little bit of testing prior to this as to where we're gonna put the camera. The camera is going to go right here, right on the edge of this guy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 3M off here, and I'm going to mount it officially right there. Once it's mounted, if it's not good, we're screwed, but don't mind that. Let's hope for the best. Make sure it's clean. We'll give it one more look. Here it is. We have one try to do this.
All right.
Still recording?
Yeah, it's been recording.
Perfect. Okay. My brother's OCD is getting to him because it's crooked. It's not, you know,
it's
perfect.
almost there. Almost.
Here, let's do it one more time.
Let's not break it.
I think that's good. Nope, still crooked.
Or cricket, as our
Cricket.
dad says.
Now that we have it mounted, we got our wire from over there. It's gonna run. We're gonna mount that all the way there, and then gonna turn and plug. So we got that plugged in. Now I'm gonna come back on that side, and I'm gonna basically route the wire or kind of hide it under all this, and then we can go ahead and put that stuff back on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on that side and get that done. All right, so I moved my radar cable out as well so that I can actually route this one behind it. So we're gonna go ahead, you wanna give it a little bit of slack back there, and then you wanna just start feeding it behind your wall piece here, just like that. And if you have too much slack, you could always pull slightly and then push it. This is gonna have to go. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck all this in now, just like that. Now we're gonna take the radar one, we're gonna hide that one too. We got this all put into there. Now all this slack, we can go ahead and pull slightly back. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it till there's no slack almost. And we're gonna go ahead and route it under this little metal piece like that. And then if you have more slack here, pull it to basically take the slack away. I believe that should be it. Make sure these are both under here like that. These are okay like this. Now we can go ahead, take this guy. There's little slots down there.
Now we'll cut to the part where the brother installs it, and then you just say, yep, we got it in.
Hold on. We're gonna get this. We just gotta find the hole. We have not found it yet. All right, so as you see, we got this piece back on. Bolts tight. Get the little airbag symbol. This doesn't really apply to you guys if you're on another car, but boom, it's routed. Camera's in. Everything's good to go. Now we put the ground connected to this bolt right there, plugged in the auxiliary and the battery power, as you guys can see, and you can see the voltage 12.3, and we're gonna go ahead and leave that there. You are done basically hardwiring your F17 Redtiger dash cam. Now we're gonna continue and do the rear one. I'll go ahead and show you guys some clips of that, but the overall hardware for this one is complete. You have hardwired it correctly, or if you have hardwired it correctly, you will have power to your camera, and you can go ahead and route the rear wire, which plugs directly into your camera. Now that we got the dash cam installed in the front, like I said, you guys can see it right there, or you can't really see it through there, but it is there. Now we're going to install the rear one. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rear wire that goes directly, plugs in right there. There's like a little, says rear, you can't really see it, but we're gonna run it all the way around here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off some of the trim pieces, run the wire, and then basically all you do is kind of plug it in there, put it, and I'll show you guys how I end up doing it on my vehicle, and then we can go from there. All right, so a little progress report. As you guys can see, I actually did a little bit of moving on this camera because we realized that this cable has to be a little further from this plastic piece. That way we can turn the USB-C facing outward, as you can see right there, that way. And then this is for the rear camera. I got it going up right here and then going through the top loom all the way through here, and we're kind of right there. So we're gonna keep working from right there back. So we'll see how that goes. We're in the back of the car. We got the rear camera mounted. We ran the wire. We had a bunch of excess wire here. So what we ended up actually doing is we basically pushed it right above the headliner here, and it kind of turned out pretty good. We got the wire basically like tucked in right around right here, so it's all good to go. And then we kind of ran it down this way through this guy and then all the way to the front. As you guys can see, if I turn the cameras around, I see that camera is now mounted, and you guys can see this camera is also mounted. So now we got both the cameras mounted. There's that guy. Now if I go in the front with my keys, you guys will be able to see that everything works. So I got my key in here. Let's go ahead and just give it auxiliary power, just like that. Now you guys will see it will start up here in 1 second. There we go. Redtiger. There it is. Then if you click right here, from what I understand, you can see all the views. You see me in there. Let's go ahead and click through. There's the front facing one, rear, inside, or this is the cabin one and the rear one. We'll go ahead and put it on this spectacle right here. So that is basically it. There's nothing else. That is how you hardwire your camera. All right, so that has been the install of the Redtiger Elite dash cam. Now we went ahead and installed the front, the cabin, and the rear cameras. They all are hardwired. They all work. As you guys saw a second ago, I showed you guys on low camera, they all work. Now I'm gonna show you guys some footage from the actual camera so you know what the quality is. In case you wanna buy one, you can use the link down in the description to buy one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. It has been your boy Phil from DefydeGarage. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and comment if you have any questions, or message me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.